Everyone, this is Wolf Outdoor Review here. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Filbe Assault Pack. This is a replacement for the 3-day Assault Pack in ACU, and this is the Marine Corps version. This is a Marine Corps, basically, day pack, if you will, for quote, 3 days of assault. I'm using this currently as a school backpack, or at least that's the plan. And I thought I'd go over why I picked it, how much I paid for it, how much you should pay for it, and all the special features and capabilities and all the jimble-jamble that's involved in this cool pack. Okay, to start out, the color is Coyote Brown, and it is approximately the size of a normal school backpack. It's not too big. If you know what a 3-day assault pack is, an ACU, DCU, Woodland, what have you, it's about that size. It's got the same type thing on the, it's got a plastic sheet stiffener, and it is more like a school backpack than a Marine Corps backpack. In all real honesty, it's extremely comfortable and channels sweat and heat very well. It rides well, it's got lots of attachment points, everything's replaceable and backed up. You can attach it, it's got tunnels, it's got zippered pockets for like keys and coins and stuff, as you'll see later. So we're going to start off looking at the shoulder straps, pads, whatever you call them. And you can see here, these are very nice. They're mesh, whatever mesh it is anyway. And so these aren't like the old style ACU assault pack ones where they sop up sweat. These are very breathable and really comfortable. Paired with this 2 horizontal pieces of foam that protrude about, I don't know, 1/8 from the pack. And then you have a channel down the middle for your spine. And then that combined with the stowable internal waist belt with webbing that is 1.5-inch webbing for waist belt, which is really comfortable, and it can be rolled up and stowed within here, right here. Well, enough said, let's dive into this pack. We'll start out on the back, I guess, since we're here. Starting off, you have this. As I already went over the padding here, you have a sternum, or not a sternum, chest strap, and it's all these straps on this should and are adapted to come with these Velcro keepers, which keep the strap rolled up, so you can essentially keep everything organized. That's the worst part about a pack to me, is they aren't organized. This thing, everything stows and cinches and straps and zips, and it's very good. And then on top of that, if I'm running around, I've field tested this. I might do a video later on it, but I'm just doing a video on what it is right now. But this is a very quiet pack, and it's very tight. If you put the waist belt, chest belt, and the shoulder straps cinched down correctly, and then the side straps cinched correctly in the bottom, you can get this thing very snug, even around a laptop and a few books, and it'll cinch down on those, and then you can pretty much, it's part of your back. It's very quiet. You can get it you could just chock it full of stuff, and it'll go out to about that wide, and I'll show you later. But it is very comfortable, and I don't know what to say other than comfortable and useful. I mean, I've used the Woodland 3-day assault pack, if you see a video on there, and this is kind of like that, except it's modern. It's very nice. But anyway, enough of me blabbering about this. Up here you have 3 rows of molly, if you call it. And these 3 rows here, you can put a flashbang grenade pouch or a normal grenade pouch. Or you can take a Kamanga 3H or whatever you want, compass, wrap the webbing there, and then have it dangle down here. Or put the dangle, tie it onto you here, put it down here, and cinch it to your body. The point is you can attach things, carabiners, keys, mace, bear spray, GoPro, whatever you want on there. On either side there's 3. And so that's some options. Moving down, you have a adjustable chest strap. This adjusts if you want it extremely high about breast height, or if you want it down towards your belly button. Well, in certain cases, you can get it either to those type of positions, and then from that, this will be fit in probably the biggest person on earth, I'd say. This just never ends, so this will fit a huge person, and at the same time, it'll fit someone who's like a 10-year-old. So it's got a wide range of sizes, so I would say this is a one-size-fits-all. I'm confident in saying that. And so, as you could see, both the shoulder strap part and the waist strap, and I think originally the waist strap and chest strap, originally I think the waist strap had a Velcro piece here, but it doesn't anymore. But mine came used, so mine didn't have a waist strap Velcro on it. But if you want, you can make your own. I know eBay sells specifically these keepers. If not, you can make your own. All you need is like a piece of non-glued sew-on Velcro, and you put them front to back, so you essentially attach them like end to end like this, kind of, on the other end, sew that part, then put it through the loop, and then you can do this, essentially. And if not, if you just need these smaller ones, they sell them on eBay for, I don't know, $8, $10, $20 for a pack of 5 or 10, I don't know. But there are options for that. As you can see, everything's well thought out. You can replace the bottom half of this. If you have to replace the top half of the shoulder straps, you're out of luck. But they have options for the bottom straps. If the buckle breaks because you're just trying to be cool and loading it with 45-pound weights or whatever, and the buckles break, there's a backup manual feeding system here. So once it breaks, you feed the strap through here, pull down, and it's a basic non-quick release, essentially, system for your shoulder straps, I guess. So if not, you can adjust this slightly without undoing it. And that's very useful because sometimes you need to have slack if you have body armor on. And I believe that they have attachment methods here, so you can molly weave this. It'll be a piece of molly that clips into these tight buckles, I believe. I'm not certain about that, but I believe so. So this is normally where the tag is. I can't seem to find a tag on here. This tag is unreadable, but it is Marine Corps. That's all I know. And then, other than that, I have a little damage on mine. So you can probably see here, mine came with a 1.5-inch rip and a 3/4 rip and a pinhole size rip, or more realistically, a 5/8 rip. There's only 3 rips on this and a bunch of dirt. And other than that, and a few little rips down here. Well, a 1/4 size rip. So there are only a few little rips on here, which are easily replaceable. But considering the price and the functionality, I don't care. And then the tag's worn out and it's dirty. But it's still fully functional, and I like it. So, going from here, what's nice is if you want to carry stuff, I guess starting in the back, there's 2 pockets. I wouldn't call them pockets, but they kind of are. These are originally for stowing this shoulder strap behind here if you're not using it. Just essentially push that in. Doesn't work well, but it works. And then you put that on top of your Filbe rucksack. and that doesn't work, then you can take this out. But if you're not using it like that, no one says you can't put an axe or something in there, or a handle to a shovel. Like if you have a Spetsnaz style shovel where it has a wooden handle, you can't just put the wooden handle in there, or pickaxe, and then put a pouch here. The point is you could fit, I don't know, small machete, K-bar, whatever you want in here. So there's two small pockets. And yeah, you could fit knives or whatever's like that, papers, maps. I found maps work well. If you take like a big one, put it in a Ziploc bag, stuff it in here, then if you're on a break, you can unsling the bag, quickly reach in there, pull out your map. So that's just an option. There. Okay, flipping it over, as you can see, this has it looks basic and boring, but it's packed full of features are really nice. So first of all, you have this here. This eliminates the need to sew on permanent cat eyes or put named plates on here. So I'm going to get a name tag at some point for this and put that on there. So and it has enough space so you can put your name here. I'll go grab one actually, so I'll show you a standard size name tag and then what you can add for that. So this will be an army style one. All right, back. Depending on what size your name is, you probably won't use up most of this. Here's a standard U.S. Army name tape. Unless your name is like Mick Dougall-Berryson, you probably won't have a long last name. In that case, here's a standard size. And so putting that in a central location where it's centered, you have about 1.5 inches of space to work with on either side. Well, in this case, I went a little short, but it's at 1 3/8. But the point is you could easily fit thick cat eye things here. So that eliminates the need if you're doing nighttime operations and you don't want to be seen at all. You can just rip off what you don't want, then throw it. Put whatever else you want. You can put flags on here, morale patches, whatever you want. And so that's what that's for. On here, there's normally a Mali assault pouch. FILB assault pouch. That's what I think it's called. You can buy these, I don't know, pretty cheap. $50, I think. Maybe less, maybe more. But I know it's a lot, but it's worth it, I guess, because then it makes it flush. But we'll not talk about whatever. But the point is now on the inside you have half of a zipper. It's got this. The zippers on all these have a rubber coating on them, so they're waterproof. So that means that they're supposedly completely waterproof. But I'm sure you could put a Mac sack in these. At very least a FILBE pack or ILBE waterproof pack, or a Willie Peter bag, wet weather bag, whatever, and make it waterproof. But in case you do have to, all the little pockets and everything have drain holes. But what's nice about this is it goes starting at the top front. This is kind of like a 3-day assault pack in the shape. They both should have a L, very exaggerated L shape, as you could see, one full. But if you have the Somali 2 FILB assault pouch, it makes it flush. So this being filled and that being filled will flush in it. So from there, in here you don't have that much, but at the same time, you have this zippered pouch, which I call pencil pouch, but you could fit whatever you want. Lighters, camels, whatever you want. But it is a zippered pouch that is 7 1/8 by, come on, 10 1/4, so you could really fit whatever you want in here. And then on top of that, you have a big pouch. Could be a claymore pouch, grenade pouch, candy pouch, whatever you want. And this pouch, from the inside down, going realistically, because you don't want to push it out of contortion, but realistically you have 11 1/4 inches of space by 11 1/2. So you got plenty of room to work with there. Oh, depth-wise. from the out. Realistically, I'd say you have about 3 1/8 inches space to work with. So that's the outside pocket. And here you have 4 rows of 4 by 8 rows of molly. So you got 4 and then 8 across, 4 down, 8 across. And then you have your name tape. So that allows you to visualize what you could put on here. For example, I'm planning to put 3 Molly 2 magazine pouches on here. 1, 2, 3 for cell phone, glasses case, and 2 Chewy bar. Nature Valley Chewy bars. They fit perfectly in those. Okay, up on the top here, this is where you would normally have a Molly 2 assault pouch, as I was telling you about. But anyway, here you have 3 by 1, 5, 6, 8, 3 by 8, 3 down, 8 across. And this would be completely covered by the Molly 2 FILBE assault pouch. And like I said, it would make it flush. So that's something I definitely recommend you buy, because based on the photos, it's like this, except it's got an internal sleeve separating the 2 compartments and a little key hook, or a sewn-in loop for keys. So that's something I recommend buying. Okay, moving on the inside of the main pouch, this isn't a standard bag, as this is as much as you can open it. This isn't like a 3-day assault pack where you can rip the whole thing open. This thing only zips about 3/4 and 1/4 maybe. So it's not a clam size. It's a half, and then I don't know. I don't know if this would be considered, but going in here, so we can see, we'll move that camera up and I'll show you. Right, starting up here, we have a radio pouch. That's where it's a nice area to keep a laptop. If you use this for a school backpack, like I do, you can keep a laptop up here. And it's got a cinch strap, so you can, and it is 11 3/4 by, and cut with, when no pressure is given at all, you have realistically 9 7/8 or 6 7/8 space to work with. And then depth-wise, you're looking at about 10 1/4. If you want to go to the top, you're looking at 14 1/8. So you could definitely fit a lot in here and cinch it down. When it's cinched down, it gets pretty little. And then you only have about 2 inches of give. Okay, moving on. On the top inside here, where this is where the assault pouch would be on the inside, you have another, what I call pencil pouch. So same type deal, it's mesh, so whatever, put a Ziploc bag in there with Camel smokes, whatever you want, I don't know. All right, and then from there you have 7 inches by 9 7/8 or 10. So, and all these are, I think, no, these aren't the waterproof zippers, but these are good zippers, and these are really nice pouches. I think the best thing I fit in there is a pair of AirPods, my wallet, my phone sometimes, some cash and whatever. So it's a good pouch. And then moving on the inside here, I don't know if you could see that or not. Yes. I'm going to have to move this. Pause the video, and I'll situate my camera better. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And now we're looking in the inside. So here's that pencil pouch. While we're here in this angle, here's what this pouch looks like. You have that pencil pouch and then a big pouch. And then from the inside, oh, here's the damage. This is what you should expect if you buy one of these. It's almost impossible to find a brand new one of these, as I found out. And these bad ones are going for $80. I lucked out and paid about $40. And I got it locally, so I didn't pay shipping, so I got paid $40 locally, no shipping, and it was in this condition. And, oh, sorry. So, on the inside here, oh look, a strap. No, that's not useless. But on the inside, you have that radio pouch, but here you have the water bottle pouch. Not many people realize that there's hidden pouches on the side. You could fit a full, like, disposable water bottle on that side, and like a computer mouse on the other side, or a grenade on that side, and I don't know, something on that side. But if you're looking to purchase one of these, like I said, you can always go to the top, which I'll give you the measurements in a few minutes. But if you're looking at just the pouch, clearance-wise, you have 11 inches of space to work with on, which would be on your, if it's on your back, it would be on your right side. And then on your left side, if it's on your back, you are looking at approximately 5 inches space to work with. And then once I get out of this angle, I'll show you what the measurements, I don't know. But, all right, from this here, you may think that's a pocket. It isn't. As you could see here, these are the antenna ports on either side. They open the other way, but here, this is, you'd think that's a pocket. This is the stiffener that comes with it. Make sure yours has it, because this is a pain if you don't have it. And to make sure if you do get one of these, you take the stiffener out. I recommend putting duct tape on the top part, because if not, it'll start to eat away there. And that sucks. And then here's your, what the antenna ports look like. You could fit an antenna, hydration tube, whatever you want there. And then you can always put your Camelback in this radio pouch. That way you can do that, or they make USMC camel or hydration pouches now that can go on the side. But yeah, you have a nice high quality handle here. It is, originally it was 2 inches, and it was narrowed down to 1 inch, so it was folded over itself, and so this is double layered, so you have a nice grab handle. I don't know about you, but I would assume you could drag a human being along with the backpack with this, because it's sewn on pretty well. And you're looking at about, I don't know, 6 and about 8 inches of drag handle to work with, so you could easily fit a lot of stuff here. If you want, you could tie whatever you want to it, like paracord, put paste counter beads, whatever. All right. Okay. Now that we've gone over the inside, there's nothing much else in here, except as you can see, there's drainage holes on the bottom. There's 3 of those on the main pouch here, and then the radio pouch has one itself. I can't seem to show in camera, but yeah. Alright, moving along, as we saw, this was some of these zippers get pretty stiff, so I recommend you lube them with either graphite or oil. That's a good option. Okay, so that is the front pouch and inside, and then we're going to look at the bottom. So this is the bottom. You can actually fit a lot of stuff on here, so if you have one of those accordion style mats, if you want to take this for a sleepover or whatever you grown men do, or a camping trip, you can do that. This will get pretty big. I'll show you, in fact. So from here, is everything on this pack that's cinchable is cinched. But if unrestricted, you are looking at, and as you saw, the dust that comes off. So these expect reasonable to horrible condition. You're not going to get good, and if you do, you're lucky. But if unrestricted, you have about 10 7/8 and 2.5. So that's what that looks like. So you've got quite a big space here. yeah, I would say you could fit maybe a small sleeping bag in here. I don't think you could fit the MMS, Military Modular Sleep System, in here. If you have the pouch, maybe. But yeah, you could definitely fit any number of the, what are they called? The sleeping mats or inflatable mats or whatever. But yeah, or you could fit a grenade launcher or whatever people put there. I find this useful if you have a butt pack in Woodland. That's another good pouch to put your Gore-Tex set on. That's if you know there's going to be rain, but you don't want to sacrifice space inside your bag. This is kind of a leave it and forget it type thing. So then you can, yeah, leave it and forget it. And then as you can see, it cinches up well. If you're looking at size-wise from this thing to reasonably pulling it out, you have 8 inches of usable space by reasonably. So this would be assuming it's full and you're not stretching it unrealistically. You have about 13 inches space that way. As you can see here, you got the drainage holes, and then there's those 3 I was telling you about. One's hidden here, one's hidden here, one's hidden here. This may interfere with whatever you decide to put on here, but that's just luck of the game, I guess, because you don't really get that much up. I don't know. But yeah, I guess this is also a drag handle if you want to pick it up upside down. But as you can see, yeah, there's those. Now on the side, you have the same deal. You have cinching straps. These can get really small. And yeah, there's one up on top, one on the bottom. So if you put a sustainment pouch on here, they can go through the webbing, and then you can cinch the sustainment pouch to the pack. And if you do the sustainment pouch, I think last time I checked, it would end up being about that size. It wouldn't go up to here. So it actually looks good. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to move the camera back, and I'll show you the measurements of everything flat. So yeah. So there's that. If we get these out of the way, realistically, we are looking at 20 1/4 inches by 16 1/8. So that is the flat measurements. I'm not really sure what it would be like full. But yeah. And then, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you can replace these. These are just D-rings. And I don't know, I think you may be able to replace these with those quick releases. But all I know is you can also get these. They make upgraded ones where you not only have the buckle, but you have a quick lifting tab type thing. And then, so it's essentially a buckle that moves around and then a lifting tab that moves around. So there's upgraded versions of most of these parts on the internet somewhere, if available. But yeah. So now I'm going to pause the video, stuff this with something, and I'll show you what it looks like full. I'll be back. Oh, before I do that, I figured I'd better give you the measurements of the internal side pockets, flat. So if you're looking after the depth, you're looking at 5 inches by, and then on the other side, you are looking at 5 inch or 4 or 5 inches. All right. So now I'm going to pause the video and stuff it with something. All right, I'm back, and I stuffed this thing as full as I can possibly get it without it ripping again. And so now I'll give you the real measurements of what this what capabilities are. Oh, that didn't affect it any. Okay. But as you can see, I'll do a 360 of it with it packed. Well, might as well throw this on while we're here. I mean, obviously you could put whatever you want. I think a name tag would be cool. That way if you lose it, it's not lost. And what's nice about this is this would make the perfect carry-on nowadays. Because nowadays you can't really get away with much with the airline carry-ons. as a personal item bag. So this is a good option for that, as I believe it meets the criteria, and it's durable. You can put your name on it. It will probably fit underneath the airline seat. It's, like I said, durable and easy. But here, looking at this realistically now that it's stuffed full, on this side, we have 5 inches of space, and depth-wise, you're looking at still 10 inches. From here to here on the side, you're looking at about 1 foot 7 inches. And then from about here to here, that's 9 inches. 1 foot. And what other measurements is there? Get that. All right, that's all that side. On that's probably unchanged, but we'll do it anyway. You have 1 foot by 1 foot 7 inches. On the bottom, you're looking at 10 inches by about 1 foot and 1/8. And on the top, you're looking at about 1 foot from the top to the base, about 1 foot 7. Then on the top, from front to back, you're looking at 8 foot, or 8 inches, sorry. So, and the top here. Then top to top is 1 foot. So, that is the measurements. This thing's stuffed full. And now that it's stuffed full, it gives me a chance to go over everything more specifically. So as you see here, we have all these cinched things. And when they're cinched in, as you can see, everything's low profile. Once this gets repaired, that'll be nice. But yeah. And then, like I said, if this had its salt pouch, it would go out from here to up and then over. So this would be flush. So you're really, realistically, if you're wondering, this is about 1 foot 1/8, and that would be all the way to the top. And then you could do with what the measurements I just left you with whatever you want, and that way you can check with the airlines to see if it's a good bag to check as a personal backpack, but I highly recommend if it is. Then, like I said, all these cinch down, which is really nice. And you can put sustainment pouches on it. Oh, and then I've got the molly on the sides. If you are looking at this side, you have 6 rows of molly times 4. Yeah, times 4 all the way down. So 6 times 4. 6 up, 4 across on that side. On this side, you realistically, if you want smaller ones, you could fit maybe a canteen pouch. If you don't want if you have something that's too close together, you could fit them down here. So you have 2 real rows of 4, and then you have spaced out ones. So if you're counting the spaced out ones, you have 6, and then it's 2 up here. So this is for sustainment pouches or medical pouches or whatever, or I'd assume shovels and stuff. These here. Just be a minute. I'll take off my quick pouch here, and then I'll show you. So this is from the last video, but if you want, yeah, you could fit a woodland medical pouch. So if that's always an option. So this is always a good option though, because as you see here, this is perfectly fit, so this is flush with that. So it's kind of like an Alice pack. Then you put 2 grenade pouches there. That's a loadout idea if you want. Or you could put sustainment pouch there. I'll do an updated review of this when I get the assault pouch, if I get it at some point. But until then, yeah. On the bottom, I forgot to say you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top, and 1, 2, 4, 5 on the bottom. And then you have 2, 7, 5. So 2 up and down, 7 on the top, 5 on the bottom of Molly webbing. And I guess let me see. I don't know how. Here's a random pillow. So this is just to show you that if you could get something puffy, you may actually be able to fit this MMS on here, but you could fit a pillow on here. So that's what that looks like. So that gives you a basic idea of what you're looking at. And of course, you can drop it quickly. But yeah. And you can always weave this in here if you're not using it, and then attach it. You can get this extremely small. If you're trying to cinch this down to save weight, it'll get that small, which is actually pretty small. And then the sides aren't all the way down either. So you can get this quite small still. But that is my enough babbling. I've got to say you have 2. I better measure these while we're here. So this is the measurement. If you were looking at utilizing the hydration hoses, you have 1 3/4 by 1.5 inches of Velcro to work with, but realistically, you only have 1 3/4 by 1 3/8 to work with, and then it comes up. So that is my review of the Filbe Assault Pack. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below. I will try to answer all of them. If you have any questions, email me at wolfoutdoorreview@gmail.com. I will put a link in the description for that. Now, going over this, my features of this, or specs. If you can pay under $100 for this, do it. But make sure you check the quality. Get the quality you want. Some of these, if you have one that you get that's mediocre and you need to strip parts off it and you're good at sewing, you can get one that's torn up, everything's ripped badly, there's huge claw marks, scratches for $10, so you could pull parts off of it if you need. You can get a reasonable one like this for around $80, but make sure you grill the owner who's you're buying it from to make sure they send photos of what you're actually getting, because nothing's worse than returning something, and these are very lucrative, so you never really know what you're getting. Especially if it's like on eBay and it's a seller that has a bunch of these and doesn't do a unique photo for every listing. It's just like a photo of possible conditions of what you might receive. So make sure you ask a lot of questions, because some of them don't come with these stiffeners on the inside. Some of them, this entire top part's ripped open. And some of them are easy fixes, but sometimes you don't know how to fix things or you don't want to. So make sure you get what you want. And then make sure it has a label here. I don't know of any, but I think there probably is some knockoffs of this. So yeah, make sure you get what you want. And then, yeah, I'll stuff this in here to show you what that looks like. So if you do use this on an airline, this is a nice feature, because you could slide it underneath the airplane seat and it won't rip your shoulder straps completely off. But yeah. And it does bulge out a bit, but you know, whatever. So, okay. And yeah, if you're looking to repair this and you live in the United States, if you go to Walmart, they sell patch kits, and this is in a relative color to this. So if you have to patch something like this, you don't have to go on eBay to buy it. If you have a local Walmart, you can buy them. This is not a sponsored item, but it is known by Bondex Simplicity. And this patch size is 5 inches by 7 inches. 12.7 centimeters times 17.7 centimeters. There's 2 patches. And it's relatively close to the color. I don't know if you can see that in the light. But so it is a little different, but if you just want to patch it and don't care about color, that's a good option. I think it was $2 or $3 versus $10 for official Coyote Brown patch. So there are repair options if you do get a batter pack and you want to repair it. So I definitely recommend that. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I don't know if never mind. Yeah, I gave you the measurements. I'll do it again. Yeah, you have 1 inch by 7.5 inches of space here. All right, I think that's everything in the on this wonderful backpack. If I missed anything and you know of, let me know. I'll definitely try to get back with you and work with that. Oh, yeah, I'll show you this also. If you want to stow these, what you do is you take this. I don't know what you do, but I roll it like this. And you roll it, roll it, roll it. So you don't need to use the waste pack, essentially. And then you can stuff it. Sometimes it's hard, but you'll get there eventually. And especially, probably do it before you put in the shoulder straps, but yeah. So if you don't want to use, if you're not a waist belt person, no need to cut it off. Especially since someday you may not want this anymore if you don't do camping ever again. And you want someone else to use it, but you don't want to ruin it. So there's always the option that you can sell it. So why not roll these up so you could save them for the next person or later when you do need this as a waist belt. Height, alright, comfort-wise, I'd give this a 10 out of 10. I've never felt a more comfortable Army or even a Marine Corps pack. Yeah, very nice pack. Not many videos on this on YouTube, and especially none at all with measurements. So I hope this video helps you if you do decide to purchase this pack. It's a very nice pack system, but you have to get the one you want. That's the biggest problem. And yeah, so that's the Filbe Assault Pack. I will leave all the colors, producers, and all that in the description. Thank you for watching. If you're a returning watcher from other videos, thank you for watching my videos. Your views help me buy this stuff, actually. I don't get paid for it, but if I know people are watching my videos, I'll be more likely to go buy more military surplus video gear I don't want, but I know you'll want to see a video about. I know a lot of people say, oh, please subscribe. It helps me. But in reality, it does help me, because I know people are interested and engaged in my content. So if you take the 0.1 second to subscribe, that would be truly appreciated, and I'll make more videos. Like I said, if you have a private comment, question, concern, or whatever, you can email me at wolfoutdoorreview@gmail.com. Otherwise, you can leave a public comment. Please like this, subscribe, and yeah. Also check out, if you're interested, I have a bunch of playlists of related topics. Like, I have civilian uses for grenade pouches, which is a grenade pouch. One on here, but yeah, there's basically grenade pouches, and not many people really know what to do with them. Yeah, here's one. Oh, never mind. But yeah, basically grenade pouches are grenade pouches used by the military.